I'm out in Akihabara tonight, or as some people call it, Akihabara. Don't call it that, put the emphasis on the first syllable. And we're gonna do some exploring. Akihabara is one of Tokyo's biggest anime and gaming and electronics districts, and this area right here is actually called Electric Town. Tokyo's been undergoing a lot of changes over the past couple of years, so I've been on a little bit of a personal mission to document or capture as many of my personal favorites as I can. You see, Japan is different from a lot of other countries in the sense that while land value will likely appreciate over time, real estate or the buildings themselves will gradually depreciate in value and more often than not need to be torn down or rebuilt once every couple decades. Then, since Akihabara is obviously not immune to this, I've been wanting to come out and explore it at night for some time now. Like, I don't know about you, but Akihabara has always been one of my favorite areas just to walk and explore. There's so many things just tucked and hidden around every single little corner of this. Can you see the excitement? For example, back there near the station, right underneath the tracks, there's this whole set of electronic shops that's just hidden there. It's got multiple floors and it's just the coolest little space, and that truck is really noisy. But actually, right over here, there's an area that I once was trying to get as my office or my studio. Right down this super narrow little corridor here, there's a space right here. There's this perfect little space just tucked in the back of Akihabara, and it's got a sign that says they're looking for tenants. And it has been like this for as long as I can remember. So a year or two ago, I reached out to them and inquired into renting the space, and they said that it's simply too old and that they need to take down the sign. And here we are. The sign's still there. They haven't taken it down, but how cool would have that been to have an office right in the center of Akihabara? I would have loved that. And in retrospect, it's probably a good thing because now I have my home office, which is larger, has a way better commute. And I don't know if you noticed, but the locks back there, they just do not seem secure. I would not want to be leaving my gear there. But you know, a couple years back, I did a video on Akihabara where we went to this tiny little shrine hidden in the gap between buildings. And I'm kind of wondering if it's still there. So much has changed. It should be this way. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to access it down this super narrow alleyway. Oh wow, this brings back memories. It should be just right through here. There it is. Oh, wow. I am just so happy that this is still here, and probably equally excited that the camera can actually pick all of this up because this area looks really cool at night. But check this out. This little shrine here actually has its own address. Like this says Chiyodoku Sotokanda 4丁目 4の5. So that it has its own address. And apparently there's a secret society of supervillain artists. Also, just for good measure, that there is not the accurate date and time, which probably didn't need to be said, but you know, internet. And right around the corner here, there are some moderately interesting vending machines that sell cards. Like this one here has Pokemon cards. This one here sells photos of idols, and these ones here have figurines. You could actually buy figurines from a vending machine, so that's a thing. And that reminds me of another spot that I want to pay a 10-second visit to. Regular viewers, you'll know exactly where we're headed right now. This space here is the Akihabara strange vending machine corner. There's even a popcorn vending machine, but you'll find some of the strangest vending machines in all of Japan here. Like all these ones here have boxes with really creepy stuff written on them. I came in with my friend Charlotte a couple years back. We did a video that I'll link up above, and I can barely squeeze through here, but I'm actually surprised that this is still standing. This building, this can't last much longer. This is not a structurally secure building. Look at this. This is in absolutely terrible condition. I wouldn't be surprised if this entire thing got torn down in the next year or two. There's no way. No. Dude's just got a cart back there. While it can be sad to know that so many of the places that we've grown to love will change or get torn down, for someone like me, it kind of helps to combat the complacency that comes with living somewhere so long. You actually have to get out and enjoy places while they're still around, because they won't be forever. Like this Lawson right here. This used to be a Dragon Quest themed Lawson, and now it's not. Japan does this a lot with products as well. I can't count how many Kikan Gente or limited edition products that I have fallen in love with over the years, just for them to disappear weeks later. They don't stick around for long. So if you find a product that you really like, get it, and get a lot of it. Like a few weeks ago, I did this video on Japan's most famous game center closing down. And although that was the very first game center that I ever had the chance to go to in Japan, it had been years since I went there. It just becomes all too easy to kind of fall into a comfortable pattern. Just assume that everything's going to be there forever. But there's one more place that I've always wanted to check out at night in Akihabara, and to do that, we're gonna need to head into some of the backstreets. Also, Akihabara has really emptied out. I got here kind of early tonight, so the area was still a little bit busy when I got here, but it's well past midnight now, and there's no one left. I've never tried to go to this place at night, so I'm a little bit curious as to whether or not it's even going to be open, accessible. Let's go find out. Okay, so it should be just down this way and then around the corner a bit. Seriously, you see what I mean about all the construction? Always with the stairs though. If you know Akihabara, you know the area, you should have a pretty good idea of where we're heading right now. Look at this amazing parking job. This right here, this is why you don't buy a big car in Tokyo. And this right here is Kanda Myojin Shrine, tucked right behind Akihabara. And that is terrifying. What in the world is he doing? Nope. Okay. I am 100% noping right out of here. This shrine is actually a really beautiful shrine, and I've always thought it would be a great place to explore at night. So let's take a peek. Something so beautiful about the way the shrine itself is juxtaposed against the city, and it is just extrapolated at night. I really love this space, and amazingly, you can actually see, we're in the core of Tokyo right now, and you can actually see some stars tonight. It's a nice, clear night. This building right here is actually like a multi-floored performance hall. It's beautiful inside. I've done shamisen jobs there. I think it's called the Edo Culture Complex. This entire place is just stunning at night. This has 100% made it very close to the top of my list of things that you have to do if you come out to explore Akihabara during the nighttime. Seriously, look at how much Akihabara empties out at night. There's just nothing. There's nobody. It is just completely empty. That was a lot of steps. That like goes around the corner and everything. Whew. This right here is actually one of my favorite Akihabara spots. It's not really Akihabara, it's more near Ocha no Mizu, but you get to see the trains go. I love it here. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I am absolutely famished. This is the main entrance to Kanda Myojin, by the way. I need to get some food. And I gotta get up early tomorrow too. Also, to the trifecta squad, to those of you who watch early and all the way to the end and leave me comments, let me know how have you been? How are you doing? I'm so glad that we got to do this today. This has just been so much fun. Honestly, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you again real soon.